I'm in my Dixie.
And I'm Granny.
Welcome to Granny Women of Appalachia.
No wet down there in that field. That's where he puts them. There's too much rain. I'm going to put me a lock on it. I've got the lock, but I'd rather have a thing to fasten in there. Mick take mine off. And this is my tomato juice. These are my tomatoes. We canned that this week. This is apple pie filling, ready for your pie crust. And this is my apples, my blackberries, my banana peppers, hot peppers, dill beans. This is all soup, all down through here. This is zucchini relish. These is kosher dill pickles. These is my icicle pickles. And this is the chow chow. These is beef pickles. And kosher dills, and these is all my green beans. That's all my salsa. And those are tomatoes. These is tomatoes, and these is the pinto soup beans. And this is my cauliflower. This is after the garden's over, what you have left, you put it all together after the garden. And this is my tomato, grape juice. So we've been working pretty hard. Oh, they just had a spring up there to put them holler. It was concreted in and everything and full of water. It stayed good and cold. That's where Mom and Daddy would keep their milk and stuff like that, keep it spoiled, because I was 7 years old when we got our first refrigerator. All 7 of us took the German measles at one time. And we bagged and bagged for ice, all we wanted. And Mama would have to walk up to the neighbors next door and get us ice. And Daddy went and bought us a refrigerator. But in the meantime, I got real sick, and they had to put me in the hospital. So Daddy stayed with me, and Mama stayed with the other 6. But Leon, he always was the worst. He'd say, "Just give me some rat poison. I'm going to die. I'm so sick." But Mama had her hands full because she had 7 of us, 6 at home, and me in the hospital.
What are the German measles?
They're really the worst measles. Are big red measles, and a lot of people, you have to get a shot when you're little to keep from catching the German measles. Dixie and Cindy both had them when they were babies. Dixie was a year old, and Cindy was about 3 months old, and they were really sick with them. And then me, being so young, I took them up north and went to Ohio, and they'd come out with, you had to give your kids the German measles shots because there was a breakout of them, and it was killing all the little kids. So I got my 2 up and took them up there and got their shots, brought them home, and about killed them because they laid 3 days and 3 nights with a high fever. What it was, they had had the German measles, and that shot just brought them back out on them. And I didn't know not to give them the shot, because I didn't even tell them if they'd had them before. But I like to lost both of them with it.
What did you do for fevers when you all were young? What kind of medicine did your mom give you?
She'd give us, like Tylenol, she'd give us, we had stuff back then with Tylenol and stuff like that. Most of all, we got castor oil every time we turned around. They thought castor oil would cure everything. We hated that stuff. She doctored us at home. We didn't go to the doctor that often. Well, the doctor we had come to the house anyway. He delivered us and everything else. I remember him delivering Norma. That was the baby one. And Daddy gave him a bushel of potatoes for delivering Norma. That's what his pay was.
Did you have your girls here or in a hospital, or at home or in a hospital?
Oh, I had all mine in the hospital. I had Dixie at Lisbethton, and Cindy was born in Gary, Indiana, in a big Catholic hospital. And the two boys was born in Lisbethton.
How long did they keep you in a hospital back then? Do you remember?
Well, with Dixie, she just weighed 3 pounds, and she was just a 7 months baby. And they kept me in there about 7 days. Kept her in there over a month. But with the others, probably about 2 days at the most. People were poor, and we didn't look down on people because we all was poor in the community, you know. We didn't see nobody that was better than we were. We thought everybody was the same. But now there's so much hate and jealousy, and people just don't have neighbors like they had back when we was growing up. And Mom and Dad, if somebody got sick, they all took off and stayed with them till they got better, or if they passed away or whatever. Now people don't even visit you. Okay, I went to the grocery store Saturday and I found me some strawberries. So I bought them and brought them home and let them sit out to get ripe. And I'm making some strawberry preserves because we are running out from what I made back in the summer. So first thing, I've got 5 cups of crushed strawberries in my pot. And I'm going to put 1 package of Sure Gel. And I'm going to pour it in there, stir it up good, and bring it to a real good boil, to a boil that you can't stir down before I add my sugar. Now my strawberries are boiling real hard, so we're going to add 7 cups of sugar. Then we're going to stir it. Oh, Anna will be so happy when she comes home and sees she's getting fresh strawberry preserves. Because this is the only kind she will eat. She won't eat the grape, the blackberry, or any other kind that I fix. The strawberry. And she is out. Now we're going to bring this to a real rolling boil and let it boil for 1 minute. Then we'll take it off the eye and put it in our jars. I have cooked the strawberries, but I will put it in my jars and I'll cover them up with a clean dishcloth till tomorrow. I'll let them set till tomorrow. Then tomorrow I'll put my jar seals and rings on them and put them in the freezer. I put all my jellies, apple butter, everything like that in the freezer. Then when you take it out of the freezer, 2 or 3 years from now, it tastes just like you just made it. Now we've got it to a rolling boil, and we're going to time it for 1 minute. And then when that minute goes off, we'll move it off the eye and put it in our jars. This is my strawberry preserves in their jar. This is not freezer jam, but I prefer all my jams and jellies and apple butter in the freezer. So I make it, I let it set till it gets good and cold till tomorrow. I just go ahead and put my lids on them and then put them in the freezer. Just like you would freezer jam, but you don't cook freezer jam. But I cook my jam and make it like you can put it in the dairy or in the freezer.
This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step and cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it.
Now this is what me and my husband eat at night time for our snack. There's your dessert. Good guy.
Thank you.
Come on back now and see us.